Coin, talk too much. I've never even heard that song before prior today, but I'm digging it. Actually, it's very, very super cool. Danger of sharing your manifestation with others. Now, I want to say there's a kind of a really important kind of aspect to this. So I'm going to get into the nuts and bolts. A lot of us know you shouldn't talk to people about what you're trying to manifest, at least the challenging stuff. And some of us don't know that. So right off the bat, boom, rule number one, do not talk to people that don't tell them what you're trying to manifest. I know so many of us are excited about law of attraction. Law of attraction is a great and groovy thing. Here's my recommendation. If you want to talk to people about this thing that you're super excited about, manifest something first between you and the universe only, okay? Make it so. Then talk about it only when people say, hey, I kind of noticed that like you now suddenly have a new car, or I suddenly noticed that you seem like you're happy all the time, or I suddenly noticed that you're like everything in your life seems to be really working out well. I've noticed that you seem to have the best luck. I've noticed that. So when people ask you those kinds of questions, that's when you say, wow, it's not luck. It's actually this little thing called law of attraction, which for some of you that have followed me for a while, it's part of a larger thing, and there's the actual 12 spiritual laws. But anyway, law of attraction, what we vibrate out is what we attract back. It's a great and groovy thing. But when you talk to other people, it's not that talking's wrong, because I want to say what we think, what we say, and what we do, right? We always talk about how you manifest. What you think, what you say, what you do. These are the three ways you manifest. Thinking is the least powerful. What you say is the middle powerful. And what you do is the most powerful. That's why I'm so into doing, because if there's an opportunity to do something, you are exercising your most powerful form of manifesting ability, right? So that can be doing something, can be making room in a closet. It can be simple things like that. But when an opportunity presents itself, doing oftentimes is that reaction. It's the, oh gosh, here's the opportunity. Jump on it. Go now. Go, 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 right? That is a big part of what really the doing can be. So sometimes I've said it before, and I'm not going to beat this down, but sometimes I worry that people are waiting for it to land in your lap. And I think sometimes it's best to maybe cast your net a little wider and hope it lands somewhere near you. And in which case, then react. Right on your lap, ridiculous, because that's sometimes not going to happen. It's maybe tough to make. I've talked about getting our orbits to align with something else, right? They've got to come together close enough so you can actually throw rocks at each other. And so when that finally happens and the universe has done it, it's not right on your lap, but it's really close. They just walked into the room you're in. Hey, dude, what's up? How you doing? Peace out. How you doing? How's your mom, huh? How's the band? Whatever the hell you'd say. So that's why talking is a good thing, but when you're trying to manifest something, the reason we don't do it and why it's a problem is because people will ask you questions. They will start to get involved. They're going to ask you questions for all the right reasons. In a lot of cases, let's put for the friends that do care, they have your best interest at heart. What they're going to do, say you're trying to manifest your specific person, right? There's a great one. And you're talking about it with your best friend. You're always talking. You're like, oh, I'm totally getting them back. I'm doing this law of attraction thing. Oh, really? What's law of attraction like? Well, it's this really cool thing, and you can kind of get what you want if you think positive and do all this stuff and dance naked in the rain sometimes, in the moonlight. Then, yeah, how do you do that when it's raining and moonlight? Yeah, go figure. So yeah, when I do all that stuff, then it happens. Oh, that's really, really cool. Well, tell me how it works out. Okay, totally. And then, hey, I've manifested my date with so-and-so. Oh, that's awesome. Let me know how it goes. Cool. When is it? It's in 2 days. All right, that's fantastic. And then they hit you up tomorrow. Hey, you excited? Is it going? Yeah, I'm totally excited. You nervous? I wasn't until you said that, right? They start asking good questions and then say, oh, late in tomorrow, he texts and goes, can we reschedule? I'm sorry. I know I was looking forward to this too. And I just busy with work. I have a trip that's popped up and all of a sudden, bam, now I got to go. And here we are. And so now you're like, well, yeah, of course. No, that's totally cool. I'd love it if you, yeah, sure. I'm thinking of you. Thank you for letting me know. That's awesome. And boom, end of conversation. You're like, crap, it didn't happen. And now your friend is going to ask you all about it. So your friend's like, hey, how'd the date go? He canceled. Oh, he can't. Oh, he canceled. Oh, oh, right. However they say that, puts all these questions in your mind now. Starts causing you to question everything. It's not that they're asking you. It's not that you talked about it. It's that now you're questioning it. It's all, again, once within you. It's all within you. So the reason we don't talk about it is because now all of a sudden you're getting feedback back that it's not things you're trying to deal with, right? It's already, my right now did not happen the way my right now I thought would. And I've got someone asking me why my right now is not the way it should. Well, I'm already upset about my right now not being the way it should. I don't need you asking me about it too, because that's just making it worse, right? So the reason we do it is because as we work through it, we're going to have our foibles and fumbles and stumbles. We're going to learn where we have our blocks and hangups, where we pull the e-brake up or the handbrake, where we constantly find ourselves slowing ourselves down. We'll identify these things, we'll heal them, we'll clean them, and then we'll actually finally get all of this stuff together and we will manifest our perfect scenario or whatever it is that we're trying to manifest. And you'll know it's the right time because it happens finally. And that means you've worked through all the stuff. So when it's all come together in that regard, boom, it happens. And then, now you've got it. Now you know. But all those steps of growth, all those things you learned along the way, all the times where we trip and stumble and fall and have to get ourselves back up and go, yeah, you're right. I guess I didn't quite ask for that properly. I just said, give me a sign that he's thinking of me. All right, well, what does that really mean? All right, he's thought of me. That's great. I think of him too. He thinks of me. We think of each other. Great. That doesn't mean anything. It means nothing. Sometimes we have to be a little more specific. Sometimes we have to learn that we still have hang-ups about some thing that happened between us. Maybe there's an anger issue between the two of us. Maybe there's some function I had with a relationship in the past that's actually causing me problems as far as moving forward in the future, right? Whatever it is, it's identifying it, working through it, and now all of a sudden we've worked on ourselves as so many people have learned that we're supposed to do, and many say, I did that. Have you? Because there's probably other stuff. It's like layers of an onion sometimes, many layers. So keep working at it. You know, another good one. You get going for a job, right? You start telling people about it. I got this job going on. Things are happening. And you start making, discussions. Now all of a sudden people are asking you questions. Well, I sent the resume in a couple days ago. Have you heard anything back? No, not yet. 3 days later, have you heard anything back? No, not yet. 4 days later, have you heard anything back? No, not yet. Probably maybe tomorrow. Heard anything back? No, not yet. Wow. Well, maybe next week, right? No, now you're questioning everything again. Oh my God. Is it going to be this week? Am I not going to get the job? What's going on? It's just because we're talking to other people and them being interested and asking questions like people do, and it's supposedly the polite, good friend thing to do, actually give a crap about your life, right? And ask you questions about what's going on. So they're naturally trying to be good friends. It's not their fault. It's our fault. It's like sharing your innermost deep, dark secrets sometimes. Like, no, don't do that. Don't tell people your deepest, darkest secrets, because then they'll be like, wow, that's weird, right? Doesn't help. So we all got a little weirdness. That's totally normal. Again, it's just kind of how the stuff actually plays out. Hopefully this kind of helps kind of wrap your head around why talking to other people about what we're trying to manifest that really is near and dear to us, why that's a bad idea. It's not talking to them. I know we're excited about it. That's great. Great. Be excited about it all day long. But when you talk about it before you have it, you will find that you will question your process a whole lot more. And what that means is you're constantly pumping the brakes. You're constantly slowing yourself down. Now you got an audience. Now there's people you need to say, hey, that's not working out. And that is tough. And that makes this whole process for you trickier. And then you'll go down this path where you'll be like, well, I think this law of attraction stuff's crap. And it's like, all right. And you'll walk away from it. And then other stuff will happen. And eventually you'll be like, no, there's something to this. Because you already know. You already know. Something's already awoken inside of you that knows there's some truth to this. So you can walk away all you want. Ultimately, you're going to walk back because you know. And then you're right back where you were, dealing with the same exact issue that you were, because that ultimately needs to be passed. You need to figure out a way around whatever blockage you have right now. Layers of an onion, peeling them off, things start to open up. It's an amazing process. It truly is. It's frustrating as hell when you've got lots of onion husk on you and you're wanting to be, the core of the onion. Sorry, You got a lot to do. It's okay. It can go as fast as it can go, but ultimately it requires us to work on ourselves, peeling layer by layer by layer by layer. And then you're like, now I feel lighter. I feel better. I don't really care about certain things. And manifestations are happening quicker. All these doors are opening for me. It's a process that rewards you along the way. No matter what you're asking for, you'll get rewards in other parts of your life too. So you'll get, believe me, it will be like, oh, this is a good idea, just period. I don't know. Hopefully all this helps. Someone asked me a question in a thing earlier today and in a comment, whatever, and I was like, I've been wanting to do this show again anyway. I was just talking to someone else about how we sometimes repeat topics from the past. Here's another example, certainly a new spin on it though. But really, why don't we share with others? It's not just talking about it. That's not the problem. It's what happens because of it. Hopefully this all makes a big difference in your life. Going out with a great song by Joe Jones.